Anderson. I am the sports director at the Foxborough branch of the YMCA currently. I've been involved in the YMCA for 17 years now. I was 6 years old when I started camp at Lake Pearl, which was part of the North Attleboro programs, and I've been an employee for 9 years, so since I was 14. I was one of the young ones that they hired. Growing up, Lake Pearl Summer Camp was the highlight of my year every year, no matter what. I couldn't wait for it to start, and I dreaded the last day. I cried, literally cried hysterically. My mom's right there. She will tell you I did not want to leave on that last day of camp. The counselors cried as well, which was always pretty funny to see the boys crying, but it just shows and it depicts how much of an impact that the kids actually have on the counselors as well. I wanted nothing more than to be a counselor when I grew up, but I also wanted to be a veterinarian and a teacher, and obviously on the Lady Sparks and the WNBA, but clearly that didn't work out. Just so you all know, I am currently studying management at Bridgewater State University in my senior year, so I graduated in May. Woo. However, what I did pursue out of that list of possible professions was my dream of becoming a camp counselor. So with being a camp counselor at the Y, I was also a sports instructor, and I was the president of the Leaders Club for 5 years, which is a community service group for high school students that pretty much provided me with the best friends that I still have today, whether they're from New York, whether they're from the same town I'm from. They're really a great group of individuals. So with the Leaders program, I was also selected to attend the 2008 YMCA Youth Europe Festival in Prague for 5 days, and it pretty much just changed my life for the better. Meeting and interacting with teens from all over the world taught me just to never settle just because that's where I'm comfortable. To associate yourself with those who have the same beliefs, the same goals, and pretty much the same morals that you possess, and that's how you find true happiness in your life. What brought me to stay with the Y, aside from my experiences, were the staff members, which a lot are in this room, one's in Florida, but they're now my supervisors, they're my co-workers, and a lot of people think of camp as just a summer job, or that the Y is a place that just employs teens. But most people will never ever understand why it's so much more than that. And just to show of hands in this room, how many of you guys are parents? How many of you have kids? All right. I'm sure that the #1 priority of everyone who just raised their hands is to know that your children are safe, from the day they were born to the day that they're gone to college, and I'm sure you're still hoping that they're safe every day. Parents want to have a feeling of safety when they drop their children off in the morning at camp or to an art book cook class, or they want to feel safe putting their children in the pool for the first time. They want to have a feeling of security when they bring their kid to daycare or when they bring their kid to child watch. And to feel safe, they have to have trust in our staff members. Our staff members are held at very high expectations by parents to have a positive impact in their child's life while still being a good role model. What I wish everyone could understand is that the kids that enroll in our programs and camps at the YMCA positively impact our lives just as much as we impact theirs. To some people, it seems silly to think that a child could change the way you view the world, but to me, it's one of the most important attributes of my life, and it's such a rewarding job to have, no matter what position you hold at the Y. My life was changed as a child because I always had someone who cared for me even when I wasn't at home. Summer camp made me feel like I was a part of something and that I belonged there, that I was important, and I worked so hard to provide the same experiences to my campers and participants day in and day out. So from a camper to counselor in training to counselor to the Leaders Club and to the Youth Festival, and now I have a full-time position as the sports director. I've pretty much stayed and played at the Y since I was 6 years old, and I definitely wouldn't trade it for the world. I've seen families struggle, and I've seen families in need, and all I can think of is that these children that deserve to have the same experiences that I had growing up with the Y, no matter where they come from, no matter their background, no matter their family life. Every child deserves to have these experiences. They deserve to build memories. They deserve to build relationships and to learn life lessons, and especially to feel safe and to build confidence. That's what kids do at the Y. They build self-confidence. These kids change our lives and we change theirs, and I was lucky enough as a child to have parents that could afford summer camp and swim lessons for me. Parents that cared about my well-being, and they took care of me every day. Who took care of me every day? I can honestly tell you that I can't picture my life without the YMCA. My counselors and experiences have had such a strong impact on my life, and I honestly would not be the same person today without it. So, thank you.